This is the Simpit. I am your host, Sean Cole, but the real star of today's show are Michael Clark and Randy Welch, showing so much love to the Simpit each and every day, practically. You guys blow my mind with your donations, and these things go on before I even get on the air. So I just want to thank you guys so much, but you are the stars of today's show, in addition to the rest of the pit crew out there, just here to talk about sim racing news on, what day is it? It's Tuesday, I think. Tuesday, the 5th of June. Losing my mind here. I have so many things going on, both in sim racing and, with the show and in real life. I mean, so many things going on. Busy time of year. So that is good. Before we get to the show, little shot of my dog, Max. There's Max. There's my buddy. He's playing with his monkey toy and having a good day, enjoying Tuesday as well. So Max joins us on the show as well today, and we move on to the world of sim racing. So Forza Motorsport, they have an update. Today's like the big update. Everybody in the world has an update, either yesterday, today, or tomorrow. June update for Forza 7 arrives on June 5th, that being today, as I mentioned. And their spotlight car being the 82. And this is sort of funny. I remember when Avid Chronic joined with Zach Speed. I'm like, you mean the guys behind those old Roush Mustangs? Yep, that's what he meant. 1982 Ford number 6 Zach Speed Roush Mustang IMSA GT. Those are one of my favorite cars ever built. This is sort of there's a different variation, I think, that looks a little bit cooler. Randy Welch, oh my God. Max, that's for you, Max. We're going to bring you back up. There's Max. Max, bark. How come you don't bark on command? That would be cool. I'm going to have to teach you that. Thank you very much, Randy. Anyway, but that is out. So, Dave Blair, I know you're a big Forza fan. You can go check that out. And a lot of other Forza people in the crowd. In addition to that, Formula One. So, their latest race qualifying. Well, a friend of the show, Ollie Pakala, actually ran all the way up into second place. So, these top three are into the draft. That's G2 Isaac. We talk a lot about him from the Logitech G2 team. And Ragul is Ollie's new alias, apparently. And that has Ollie Pakala in second place and Kyle Mitchell in third. And the interesting thing here, if you see all these red marks, +5, +5, +5, +10, those are all after race penalties that were done. From my understanding, Ollie was in like 9th place. And between some last lap shenanigans and some penalties, he finds himself in second place and on to the draft. Congratulations to him and to Kyle and Isaac as well. Here's big news. Iracing is offline. We've talked about all the things coming to it, whether you're talking about the Porsche shadow effects. I have a video I'm going to show you in a second here. The Porsche RSR. Huge things going on at Iracing today. So right now, I'm still waiting. Come on. Where is it? I want to download and be driving. But they do show off. So if you go to their Twitter feed, you will see some of the lighting. This is shadow effects that have been added, adding a realism to the crowd, like a little before and after, things that weren't getting shadows before. Same thing here on the building. Track shadows as well. We got the Porsche RSR coming. Lots of cool stuff at Iracing today, including the Rallycross car as well. So the Subaru that we talked about. So should be a pretty significant build, and I'm just going to keep hitting refresh. Excuse me. And as soon as my refresh switches to download, oh, Max gets a treat. We're going to put up Max. Max should be our... I should put a big thank you coming out of Max's mouth there for the treats. But as soon as Iracing gets that online, I will be downloading it, and I'm going to be taking that new Porsche RSR out for a test drive at Belle Isle. So don't know what time, because I'm going to just keep hitting refresh, and as soon as it's ready to go, then I'll be ready to go. Excuse me. Sorry about that, but I need my coffee. What else? Okay, Cruise, their beta happened. They have a new beta that's going to be happening, and they're going to make that announcement next week at E3. That starts on Tuesday, I believe, and I will be there. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Bucho! To shipping. Would you like me to put this in a box already? I'm sure you would. Today very well could be the day. I'm working my ass off. Anyway, they're going to make an announcement at E3 about the open beta. And then they have this funny graphic here, King of the Road Trip. So this is something else that they're doing. You can check that out at the crew.com beta, or you can find it at their Twitter feed. So Crew's going to keep going along with their stuff. We'll talk about it here and there, not dwell on it too much. In addition to everybody else, GT Sport, GT Planet is talking about their next update, which is likely just a small bug fixing update later in the week, but more coming from GT Sport as well. So again, all the bigs, every big has an update happening, it seems. Cool. I love it when maybe they're going to compete. You know, it's a way of keeping your game in the limelight a little bit too. You know, we're talking about it. Had they not done this, we wouldn't be talking about it. Hey, Brendan. Project Cars 2, we talked about their update. That was stuff that was included in the Spirit of Le Mans pack. So the Spirit of Le Mans pack that came with a really cool selection of cars, the track. In addition to that, so that looked like a 924. That wasn't even a 944. I think that was a 924 Porsche. Captured in 4K, this coverage, so it does look beautiful. Absolutely. Anyway, so this... Oh, look at that. So all that is in Project Cars, in addition to some other updates in what they're calling the 1.6 update, fixed occasional stability issues, usability of in-game tools, AI ability at various tracks, so on and so on. So another one of the companies out there on the updating phase today. Microsoft could be buying Forza Horizon Studio Playground Games. So if you don't know and follow the world of development side of things, Turn 10 was a third-party developer, the makers of Forza, and they were purchased or acquired and moved in-house by Microsoft to continue the development of Forza over the years. 3 years ago, I think it was, when they wanted to have their off-year release title under the Horizon name, they hired Playground Games to take care of that side. So they used a lot of the development assets from Forza, handed them over to the guys at Playground Games, and allowed them to develop Horizon on the back of Forza. Well, Microsoft is now considering buying Playground Games and moving them in-house. So I would imagine that shows you some form of success. And, you know, you think about this stuff. I don't know if you guys know the history of the PlayStation side of things, but Polyphony was the maker of Gran Turismo. And at one point, Polyphony was a stronger company than Sony was as far as the PlayStation assets. And from my understanding, at one point, Polyphony actually owned the rights to the PlayStation and then sold them back to Sony and is an in-house company, much like Turn 10 is with Forza. But, you know, this stuff is big deal behind the scenes, and it does affect our games. Gonna rifle through a few deals out there. I might need to buy this one today. I need a new SSD, and a terabyte would do me well. So Samsung's 860 EVO 1TB SSD, which is normally $250, is at an all-time low price of $153 through Walmart. So I might need to head over to walmart.com and pick one of those up. VR keeps dropping, and when I see the prices, you know, we talked about the refurbished models being down at $149, but now you can actually get the Lenovo Explorer for $199. That's basically half off. Same thing on the Samsung Odyssey. It's on sale for $399. That's $100 cheaper than normal. And I wonder, is this trying to clear a house on the last gen because the next gen are coming that much sooner? Or have sales peaked and started to decline and they're just trying to keep the enthusiasm out there? But might be a great time to pick up mixed reality. So if you've been thinking of going that way on the VR experience, it might be time to do so. This is big news for our computer techie people, which I can't claim to be. I like computers, I like tech, but I'm not on the cutting edge and I'm not on the knowledge leading edge of computers themselves. But Intel is teasing, as put by PC Gamer, a ludicrous 28-core CPU at Computex due late 2018. So this isn't just a one-off chip prototype. This is, I guess they're calling it the i9 Extreme, and at 5 gigahertz clock speed. So monster computer right there. No idea what that's going to cost you. $2,000 CPU looks like it's going to be. Nothing to do with sim racing, but I just can't help mentioning it. Red Dead Redemption 2 is available for pre-order now, so it just tells you it's that much closer. I can't wait. I tell you, I'm going to have to coordinate and plan a 3-day vacation when Red Dead comes out. That's the bottom line, because I don't know if I'll be around. Just being honest. Avid Chronic, Mitchie's in the house. Avid Chronic Academy graduated a few of their drivers. So their top 5, Dylan Scrivens, Matt Beavis, Gary McGree-Gatt, Rick Scott, and Ryan Videra. Those are the graduates of the Avid Chronic Racing Academy, and they are going to be able to move up the career ladder in GPVWC. So, gotta love the sophistication of what's going on over there with them working with promoting drivers, promoting teams, and treating it like real-life competition, not just a one-off racing league. A lot more sophisticated than that. We already talked about this, but here's just another write-up at Driving Italia talking about the Le Mans pack and the update to Project Cars, but we covered that on our own, so thank you, Driving Italia. We won't need your variation of it, but good for you for being on the story and on the points as well. This I only bring up, I don't want to talk too much about esport affiliations unless it's sim racing related, but AT&T takes a partnership with ESL. ESL being one of the biggest, I look like the cover guy on Red Dead. Wonder what he's got on under that hat. But AT&T is getting involved with it with ESL. And the only reason I bring this up is my fear of other things I've seen, like NASCAR going with Nextel, and all of a sudden you can watch NASCAR and Nextel, but you can't watch it on something else. Or when Time Warner got the rights to the Dodgers, and it was only going to be available there. So it's like, is AT&T going to do some kind of like mobile app esport thing that's only available through AT&T? That's the, you know, when I hear big names getting involved, I wonder how it's going to change what has always been sacred to us. Oh, poor Sean and his sacred feelings of sim racing. It's so purist. Game Ranks has their 20 best Xbox One racing games, and I'm not going to go through the, well, I'll blaze through it real quick. I don't want to go through it. It's too many. It's 20. But the reason I say 20 is WRC7 20th, MotoGP. And the reason I bring it up is just to give you an idea how sad the Xbox racing world really is. You know, we have to get to things like Roundabout, the Valentino Rossi game, which I never played, Tabletop Racing World Tour, which actually looked pretty cool, Riptide Renegade. I guess we are going to go through the whole list. Need for Speed Rivals, Red Out. 12th, Trackmania Turbo, MXGP3. My point here being is if you wanted to name 20, you have to kind of let some shit slide, so to speak. Mantis Burn Racing. Burnout Paradise Remastered, so that's the newer variation of that. Need for Speed, like old school, I believe, 2015. Trials, that was actually a really fun game. I didn't play the Fusion, I played the original. Project Cars 2, F1 2017, Dirt 4, Dirt Rally, Forza Motorsport 6, and they say the best thing ever made, racing-wise, driving-wise, for the Xbox is Forza Horizon 3. So, your guys' thoughts, opinions on that as well. Ellis, thank you so much. Max, you are going to get fat. You were accused of being fat just the other day, and it's going to get worse. I don't know why this I didn't want to cover. It's here. Melbourne to stage Australia's biggest esports event. So there's kind of a battle going on. So this article talks about who is going to be the capital of esport down under. Melbourne doing another thing to make sure they're the ones. They're talking about 25 million Australian being generated over the next 5 years through their esport effort in Melbourne. And this was exactly the kind of story that I think I'm going to start covering a little less because, it gets a little monotonous unless it covers sim racing, to be honest with you. Road to VR. This I do want to cover or talk about. So Next VR debuts new high-resolution video format with NBA Final highlight reels. I haven't done it because I don't have a VR in-house. But last time I had a VR, it was right when the Olympics were going on. And every day I'd see the commercials, watching the snowboarder jump over your head. And this great VR experience. And then when I got there, it was clunky. It was nauseating. It was not pleasurable. And I felt kind of burned, to be honest with you. I can only hope that Next VR does a better job because, you know, these are the things that are making and breaking fanship in technology. You do it well, and you make a lot of fans. You do it poorly, and you just maybe hurt your market. And our last story of the day, a little bit of a quick show today, I guess. Last story of the day, and I'm just using the word that it was posted as, but this is on Reddit, and it was referred to as the ghetto setup. I don't think that's very politically correct, but we all understand what they're getting at. This gets down to when I was saying, hey, I need to be able to go out and find the parts and DIY a junkyard build. It might end up looking something like this, but there you go. That's all you really need. You just need an ironing board, a lawn chair, and a TV, and a PS4 compatible wheel, and it looks like you're ready to race. So I thought that was rather amusing, and worth showing you guys. So since it's a little bit of a short show, let me plug a few things going on. Like I said, can we check up on Iracing? Is it updated? As soon as this is ready, I'm going to go live, just trying it out, see what it sounds like, looks like, feels like, smells like, I wish. Not going to be able to find that one out, but we are going to find out everything about Belle Isle and that new Porsche RSR, maybe even take the Subaru out for a lap or two as well. In addition to that, tomorrow, I've been telling you guys for the patron group, we're going to have the unboxing of the next level racing platform that adapts this RS1 rig into a motion sim. We're going to do the unboxing and installation of that. That'll be live with the patron group only, so you can find out more about our patron program below in the description of the show here. Thursday, 11 a.m., we're going to be interviewing Jack Kitely. Jack runs with Avid Chronic Racing. He was at that race room competition in Nürburgring, and I believe he finished second. We're going to talk to him all about that. This guy has been in some of the biggest racing competitions out there. If I were going to list my top 20 sim racers on Earth, Jack would probably be on the list. So we're going to find out what he uses, what he drives on, what motivates him, and what he does to stay so sharp. We'll be talking to him 11 a.m. on the show. In addition to that, we have the OSW wheel review still in the works. And I think that is just about it. Ellis, I will look for your email. That sounds great. In addition to that, we will have Wednesday, he stole my hair. He could donate hair. Wednesday, we will have Attack the Track for our next SRS race and racing on Thursday and Friday night. And lots of good things coming to you from the Simpit. So, once again, I want to thank the real star of today's show, Randy, Michael, Ellis, Bucho. Thank you guys for your donations. Thank you, the pit crew, for being here to talk sim racing each and every day. We'll be back tomorrow with another edition. This is the Simpit. I'm Sean Cole, and I'll see you on the track.